Aloha friends, my name is Susie. Welcome to Yoga on the Farm. We've had some moody skies today, so I have taken it into the pavilion so that we can still hear the rain and get those nice views. Maybe we'll see those clouds part today. So let's go ahead and begin in any seated position that's comfortable. We're going to bring our left hand to our hearts and our right hand to our belly. And sit up nice and tall, ground those sit bones, lengthen from the crown of the head all the way to the sit bones. Just allow the belly to rise and fall naturally. As you inhale and exhale in and out of the nose. And with each inhale, cultivate a feeling of love and compassion, and inhale that throughout the body. And then as you exhale, we're going to send that love and compassion to somebody else. So if your eyes are not already closed, just go ahead and close your eyes. And with each inhale, just feel the heart space expand and open. And with each exhale, feel the body just soften and the shoulders just gently come away from the ears. Take a couple of more breaths. And slowly open the eyes if they're not already open. And go ahead and remove the hands. Sit up nice and tall. And then let's begin our practice. We'll begin in child's pose today. Breathing in and out of the nose, hearing the sound at the back of the throat, that ujjayi breath. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands off of the mat towards the right any amount. And sink the hips back. Bring the forehead back to the ground. Couple nice deep breaths here. One more nice breath. I'm going to take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, we're going to walk the fingers and the hands over towards the left side of the mat, any amount, and sink back down. Nice big breath in. Exhale, walk those fingers back through center. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale and cat arch the back, coming up into table pose. Top of the inhale will be a cow. Lifting the sternum, the heart, the tailbone. Exhale, press away into cat, arching the back and coming back into child's pose. Begin again, inhale. And exhale. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Gonna inhale again. Coming back up into table pose. And again, continue into cow. Exhale into cat. Bring it to your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Nice little barrel roll here. As you move in and out. Cat and cow. And then reverse that barrel roll. And one more time. Beautiful. Coming back into neutral. I'm going to firm that lower belly and place the weight into the left hand. Inhale the right arm up, right bicep by right ear. And extend that left leg out and lift it up into sunbird. Keep the hips nice and steady. Smooth out that breath in and out of the nose. And continue holding. Take a nice big breath in. And then exhale, we're going to bring the knee and the elbow towards one another. Inhale. And cat arch that back on those crunches. Inhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, crunch. Reach. And last one. And extend. Go ahead and place the hand and the knee back down. Other side, placing the weight into the right hand. Inhale, left arm up. Extend that right leg out. Continue lifting. Stay here and hold. Again, listen to the quality of the breath. Big breath in. Reaching equally. And elbow, knee. Crunch. Inhale. 3 more times. And last one. And extend. Place the hand and the knee back down. Coming back into child's pose for just a breath. Should feel your heart rate going up, building a little bit of heat. Take one more nice big breath in. And let it all go. And then inhaling, coming back up into table pose. This time we're going to bring the knees together. We're going to tuck those toes. Shoulders are right over the wrists. And we're going to ground down through the index and the thumb. The index finger and the thumb. Excuse me, firm that lower belly. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, we're just going to slowly lift the knees, hovering them above the mat, an inch or two. Again, you should feel that heat building. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those knees down. Open up the knees and take child's pose, just a couple of breaths. One more big breath in. And let it out. Next inhale, we'll come back up into table pose. Again, keeping the knees together, we're going to tuck those toes. Take a nice big breath in. You know where we're going. Exhale. Press into the feet. Lift those knees up. You can stay here and hold. Or swing the knees towards the right, to the left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep on going. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take the knees wide and come into child's pose. I'm just going to roll up, using the hands to walk you up. You can sit on your knees and your legs. I'm going to bring the hands together in the back. Roll those shoulders up and back. Lift the heart up towards the sky. And come back in to a modified child's pose. One more nice big breath in. On your exhale, we'll slowly come back up. Coming back out into table pose. And then just go ahead and lower yourself all the way down to your belly. We're going to have our hands on the back. Maybe the right on top of the left. We're going to plant those feet, tops of the feet into the mat. We're going to have the left cheek on the mat. When we inhale, we're going to inhale, bringing the right arm up as we lift. And then as we exhale, that right arm goes right back. We switch cheeks. And then the next inhale is the left arm. And back. Left cheek is now down. You can add the opposite leg to lift at the same time as the arm. And exhale. Inhale. Left arm and right leg if you're lifting the leg. And exhale. And right arm, left leg. One more time. Inhale, left arm and right leg. And down. Go ahead and bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck those toes. Legs are nice and strong. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale. Push yourself through table. Tuck those toes and then into down dog. Go ahead and pedal out those feet. Reaching the hips from side to side. And then go ahead and bend those knees a lot. slowly begin to straighten those legs. Take a nice big breath in. Bottom of that exhale. We'll just walk our feet up towards our hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands down by the sides. Beautiful, let's keep this heart rate up. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step back into plank, brief pause. And slowly lower yourself all the way down to the belly. Plant the tops of the feet and legs into the mat. Keep the hands right where they are underneath the shoulders and for baby cobra. We're going to inhale and lift. 2 more times. Inhale. Last one. Keep the elbows hugging in. And exhale. Tuck those toes. Big breath in. Exhale, push through table. And into down dog. Big breath in. Bottom of the exhale. Step or walk up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head go. Inhale all the way up. And exhale. Next set, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the other foot into plank. Brief pause. Send those thigh bones up to the sky. And as if you're moving through honey, lower yourself all the way down. This time we're going to come up into cobra. So keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale. And lift. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Legs are strong. Tuck those toes. Big breath in. Exhale. Push through table. And then into down dog. Big breath in. Bottom of the exhale. Let's meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into those feet and come all the way up. And exhale. Next set. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from those hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, step back. Your choice, any variation of cobra, or move through chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale into downward dog. Smooth out those breaths. Big breath in. Bottom of the exhale. Meet at the top of the mat. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale. Next set. Inhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Brief pause. Coming down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into upward dog. And exhale into downward dog. Lift up that right leg. Bring the knee towards the nose 3 times. And lift. Cat arch that back as you exhale. And one more time. And extend. Right leg down, left leg up, knee to nose. And inhale. And up, last one. And up. And press that down. Leg comes down. And smooth out those breaths. Big breath in. Bottom of the exhale. Let's meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhaling all the way up. Exhale down. You should feel some heat. Maybe you already have some sweat. Let's keep that heart rate up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, I hear the doggies. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Brief pause. And then lower yourself all the way down to the belly. You're going to plant the tops of the feet into the mat. And we're going to come up into Sphinx pose. Go ahead and clasp the hands together. And tuck those toes. Press into those forearms. Take a nice big breath in. And then exhale. And come up into forearm plank. Keep lifting those thigh bones up towards the sky. We're going to dip the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Go ahead and lower yourself down to your knees. Coming back into Sphinx. And then lowering yourself all the way down to the belly. Shoulders, her hands right under the shoulders. Tuck those toes. Big breath in. You can exhale and push in through table, or you can also push up straight into plank. Your choice. And then push back into down dog. Big breath in. Exhale. And then let's meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And coming all the way up. Exhale, both hands. Next set, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold, step back into plank. Again, brief pause. And then lower yourself all the way down to the belly one more time. We're going to plant the tops of the feet into the mat. Going to bring the arms out towards the sides. We're going to make the shape of a cactus with our arms. When we inhale and lift, we're going to ideally try to keep our wrists and our elbows in the same parallel line, parallel to the floor. We're going to keep on lifted. Inhale and reach. Exhale and reach those elbows towards your back. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Let the head go. Tuck those toes. Big breath in. And exhale. And back to down dog. Find some stillness here. Even out those breaths. Big breath in. Bottom of the exhale. Let's meet at the top of the mountain. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head go. And inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale. Let's keep it going. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank, moving through Chaturanga Dandasana into any variation of cobra or upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. We're going to lift that right leg up, bring the knee towards the nose and step through. Set up your feet. The back heel is up. We're going to inhale and come up into a lunge. We're going to open up. I'm going to switch my direction here. Open up into cactus arms, lifting up the heart. And then when we inhale, we're going to straighten both legs. And exhale, lower down. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. The lower that bottom knee comes towards the floor, the more challenging this becomes. Inhale. And then we're going to bring the arms down. Exhale and coming back into lunge. Step back into plank. Optional vinyasa or just push back into down dog. Inhale into upward dog. And exhale into downward dog. Other side. Inhale that left leg up. Bringing the knee to the nose, stepping through. Hugging everything towards the midline. Inhale. Come up into a crescent lunge. And again, opening up into cactus, lifting up that heart. We're going to inhale and straighten both legs. And exhale, lower. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back into lunge. Step back into plank. Optional vinyasa. Or just step back into down dog. Listen to the quality of the breath. Even and out. Big breath in. Bottom of the exhale. Let's meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold, let it go. And coming all the way up. And exhale. Standing in Tadasana. Let's go ahead and take a nice wide stance and set up our feet for a warrior two. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale. Come into your warrior two. We're gonna reverse our warrior. Come back through, pivot that back heel up, and set into your lunge on the right side. Gonna lower that left knee. I'm gonna inhale that right arm up and back, bend the foot or the knee, and then maybe we're able to grab. If you're able to grab the foot, it's really about the foot kicking the opposite direction of your body. So this still remains active, therefore opening up that right shoulder. One more nice big breath in. Exhale and release. We're going to push up into pyramid pose. You can scoot that back foot in if you need to. Keeping those hips nice and even. And then move into a wide-legged forward fold. Let the head go. Give it a good yes, no. And then set up your feet for warrior two on the other side. We're going to come up and begin this sequence on the other side. Okay? So reverse the warrior. Exhale, pinwheel the arms, pivot that back foot up, and step into your lunge. Place that right knee down, and then bring that arm back as you bend that right knee, maybe kicking in to that left hand, opening up the left shoulder. So I'm going to switch views real quick here. And again, allowing that shoulder to open up. One more nice big breath in. Exhale. And release. Again, we're going to push up into pyramid pose. So scoot that back foot in if we need to. Bringing the head towards the shin or the knee or wherever. And then again, we're going to turn towards the center for a nice wide-legged forward fold, letting the shoulders, the head, and the neck relax. Bending the knees as much as we need to. And then see if you can kind of play with straightening those legs, lifting the hips up. You can even play with the weight instead of evenly throughout the foot, maybe placing the weight into the balls of the feet, moving it into the heels, and the balls of the feet, and the heels. And again, let that head go. We're going to slowly roll up. Inhale those arms up. And we'll bring the arms back around, clasping the hands, rolling those shoulders up and back. Careful not to extend those ribs and jut those bottom ones out. So we're lifting up the heart and the head, and then we're going to come over back into that forward fold. And allow the shoulders to open up. Beautiful. Inhale. And coming back up. All right, so we're still going to stay in this nice wide stance. You can let the feet turn out wherever it feels natural and comfortable. And then let's come into our goddess pose. So again, we've been working a lot with these cactus arms. We're going to drop these hips and sit bones straight towards the floor. Legs are nice and strong. Keep the head and the crown of the head going up towards the sky. See if you can sit a little bit deeper. So we're going to inhale and come up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. And down. Up and down. Now we're going to stay here. and hold. We're going to do some little pulses. 2 for a total of 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Feel a nice burn in those legs. We're going to slowly come up. Let the arms down. Beautiful. And then step together. So let's move on to our balance. And I'll face this direction for you. So what we're going to do is a balance in Warrior 3. Your arms can be wherever they feel comfortable. And then we'll come up and we'll move into a dancer. So this is going to be pretty challenging. If you need a chair, that might be a really great modification for this, just to make sure that you have something to hold on to in the event that we get a little shaky here. Remember, the balance is different every day, so honor your body and take the time that it needs to get into this position. So the journey is really the beautiful part about yoga. Remember, it's not that end pose. All right, so we're going to start with the weight into our right foot. We're going to firm the belly. So when we have the gut just completely out, you can tell that the belly kind of just naturally moves away from the spine. But when your mom and dad used to tell you, stand up straight, we immediately stand up nice and tall, kind of suck it all in. So for lack of a better word, that's kind of essentially kind of what we're doing, is just making sure that we're nice and everything is being pushed towards the midline of the body, hugging towards the midline of the body. Again, so hands can be here at heart center, maybe on your hips, maybe they can be out to the side. If you want an extra challenge, you can always have your hands up. All right, so let's begin our challenge here, or our balance. We're going to firm the lower belly. Going to start to lift up that left foot. And then we're going to slowly come into this nice little coming into the balance. You can keep that right knee bent if you want, or if you need to. Keep that left toe pointing towards the floor and keep the hips nice and even. Now we're going to come out of it just as slowly as we came in. And we're going to bend that right or that left knee and then reach back. Maybe we're able to catch that left foot with our left hand. Can stay right here, which is a great challenge for our balance. Or perhaps we want to go a little bit further. So what we want to do is make sure that the knees are together. The belly is, nice and firm. And we're lengthening from the crown of the head. So we're going to take a nice big breath in. And then as we exhale, just like we were doing on the floor, kicking into that arm and that hand in order to open up this left shoulder. Maybe we're able to reach forward, keep on kicking, and maybe we can come forward a little bit more. And then coming up just the way we came in. And let that go. Exhale. And then give that right standing leg a little shake. Beautiful. Let's see how it goes on the other side. All right. So standing nice and tall. I'm going to bring my hands to heart center here. That worked for me last time. We're going to place that weight into that standing leg on the left side this time. Maybe float up that right foot as you flex it. And then we're just going to slowly, again, everything hugging towards the midline of the body, keeping the body nice and steady, moving into our Warrior 3. Again, you can bring an extra challenge. You can always bend that left leg. And then slowly come back up. Kick into that, bend that right knee, and then maybe grab that right foot with that right hand. Bring the knees together and even out the hips again before we move forward. Standing leg on that left side is nice and firm. We're going to inhale And then exhale, we're gonna start to kick into that right hand, opening up the right shoulder. Keeping the hips nice and steady instead of lifting up that right hip. Keep kicking. This is an active pose. And then slowly come out, woo, just like you came in. And if you lose your balance, it's okay. That is what happens sometimes. Let that right hand go, or let right foot go. And then give that left foot a little shake. So the right or the left foot this time should definitely feel all the way from the arches, the outsides of the feet, all the way up to the ankles. Really should be activated. All right, so beautiful. Let's go ahead and continue and move on. So let's do a little half sun salutation and come to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and come to your seat. We're actually going to come down into table pose. And then we're just going to lower ourselves down, all the way down to the belly. So to continue our heart opening, and some of what we've already been working on, we're moving into bow pose. So we're going to kick and bend our knees and kick our feet into our hands. Maybe we're able to clasp or grab our actual ankles, shins, whatever you're able to do. Now we're going to keep our knees kind of together. We're going to take a nice big breath in, and then as we exhale, again, we're going to kick into those hands, allowing the shoulders to open up as we press the pelvis and the pubic bone into the mat. Okay, so big breath in. Exhale, start to kick those feet into the hands. It naturally should lift you up. Keep kicking, keep kicking. Keep breathing as you inhale. And then exhale, kick. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. I'm gonna let those feet go. Gonna bring the hands right here underneath the forehead. One hand on top of the other into a nice relaxing crocodile pose. Let the butt go. Maybe move the hips right and left if that feels good. Try to even out those breaths. And let go of any exertion of energy towards that last pose. Just let it go. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and come over to our backs as we prepare for this bridge series. So the feet are going to be close towards your buttocks. Feet are hip width or maybe a little outer hip width apart. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, press into those feet. Lift the hips up. And hold. Take another big breath in. Exhale. And lower. And next set. Big breath in. Exhale. Press into the feet. Lift those hips up. Start to tuck the upper outer arms down below. Maybe making your hands towards each other. If you're able to clasp, really press down through the hands, through the forearms, through the upper outer arms. Press into those feet evenly. Nice big breath in. And then on your exhale, coming out just the way you came in, unclasp those hands, start to untuck those upper outer arms and lower the hips down. Just take a couple of breaths. Feeling any sensations, whatever's going on in the body, just take a moment. We're going to walk those feet out as wide as the mat. The feet are going to stay planted right where they are. I'm going to take the arms out either into a T or a cactus shape if that felt good for you today. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, we're going to windshield wiper over to the right side. So that left knee drops in, the right knee opens up. Maybe looking over that left shoulder if it feels okay on the neck, and we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Take another big breath in. And let that go. And then on your next inhale, we'll bring the head and the knees back up. Take another breath in. Exhale. Left knee opens up. Right knee comes down. Looking over that right shoulder if it feels okay. Take one more nice big breath in. And let it all go. And then inhale again, and this exhale will come back up. If you have a block handy, you can press into the feet and lift those hips up. There's a couple of different settings for the block, but what we want to do is we want to place the block underneath the sacrum. So ideally, the tops of the hip bones, which you can feel right here, are kind of going straight down into the middle of the block. So that feels a little bit different for each one of us. You kind of have to play with that a little bit. But this is a really nice supported bridge. If you are there, just allow your hips to sink into the support of the block. Take some nice big breaths. And then as you exhale, just soften. Again, just softening into the support of the blocks. Might feel good to go ahead and bring the knees up towards the chest. And then you can reach those feet up towards the sky for a nice waterfall. If this doesn't feel good, or if this perhaps activates those hip flexors or your psoas, allowing the legs to just lean up against the wall. And then still having a little bit of lifted support. You could always do a low or medium-sized bolster if you don't like the block, or you could even just put a pillow underneath from your couch. But just allow the body to relax. Again, just letting those hips sink in. And then we'll go ahead and bring the knees towards the chest. We'll set either foot back down onto the mat, pressing into the foot just enough to lift up the hips and scoot out that block, and then lowering the hips nice and slow. Again, just feeling any sort of sensations that are going on in the lower back. If this for some reason does not feel good, you can certainly skip that block. Again, you can have something a little bit more soft and supportive. If you don't want that, you don't need to. And then go ahead and bring the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe even rock back and forth if that feels good, or do some circles. And then open up those knees wide. You can take the tops of the shins, maybe even the ankles, or if you're able to grab the inside or outside of those feet. Open up into a happy baby. One more nice big breath in. Exhale, bring those feet back together, bring the knees back together. And then place either foot back down and make your way into Shavasana. Make any sort of last adjustments, making sure that your body feels nice and balanced on either side. And just soften all the muscles around the face, space between the eyebrows. Just let the eyes soften. The teeth will part as the jaw relaxes. Just allowing everything to let go. Let go of the breath. Let go of everything. And just find some stillness. You worked super hard, so just enjoy this last pose. Maybe start to wiggle the fingers and the toes after you've spent however long you'd like to be here in Shavasana. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. Maybe circling the wrists and the ankles if that feels good. And the arms overhead for a nice stretch. And then bringing each knee into the chest. I'm going to roll over onto our left side using that left arm as a nice pillow. Take a couple breaths here and just relax. And then take a breath. And on your exhale, push yourself up. Let your head be relaxed. And then come into any comfortable seated position. I'm going to sit on a block here. And let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. We're going to bring our chin just slightly down towards our chest. Sit up nice and tall. Mahalo for being with me and practicing here with me today on the farm. on our Moody Skies Day. Namaste.